Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I have the Ssontong dashcam installation. So the first thing you want to do is figure out where you're going to place the dashcam. Now this is a straightforward dashcam, lens in the front, screen in the back. Normally you will put it just right here in the center of the dashcam. And if you don't want to see the screen or you want it out of the way, then you put it higher. Now, if you want to see a little bit of the screen, then you lower it down. Now, looking at it on a side view, if you don't want to see it too much, you put it higher up. Now, I'm leaving a space between the mount and the dash cam because there's a suction cup that goes right between there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower it down just so I can see the menu while I'm driving. When you're installing your dash cam, what you want to do is make sure your mount is vertical, not to the side, vertical. Because when you install your dash cam, it's going to be right under the mount here. So if you have it sideways, well, the dash cam is going to be sideways. So you want to make sure it's vertical, up and down. Now, if you notice on this mount, there's an unlock symbol, which is right underneath this lever. And then there's a lock symbol right there, as you can see. So what you want to do is after you install this, move that lever from the unlock to the lock. That way it's a secure lock. Looking at the side view, I'm going to use the rear view mount as my center point. I'm going to get my mount and I'm going to go ahead and place it about... This is how much space is there if you don't want to see the menu or you don't want to see the dash cam. You put it about right there. Now, I'm going to want to see this so I can make another video for you guys on how to use the menu and how to set the settings. So I'm going to go ahead and put it a little bit lower. All right, I'm going to push it up and I'm going to set the lock from unlock to lock. Now, let me go to the front view so we can see if it's actually vertical going up and down. As you can see here, it's going a little bit to the right, so let me go ahead and adjust that. I'm going to unlock it. Use this unmount, okay. All right, I think I'm good about right there. All right, now that I got the mount on there where I want it, now I can go ahead and install the dash cam. Now the dash cam on top, as you can see, has that opening and then it has a little slide indentation here. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the mount into the open area and slide it into the lock area right here. So that's what we're going to do. Just remember the lens is facing out. For this mount, you can see how this side has an opening, meaning there's nothing, a plate in front of it. Where on this side, let me adjust that. There's a plate where it blocks everything. So this is the closed area, okay? So now I got the dash cam. And I still have the protective covering to prevent any scratches. But I like to leave this on until the whole installation is completed. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put the mount into the dash cam opening. And then I'm going to slide it to my right into the lock position. All right, it's there. There is a knob right here. Okay, this knob, you could adjust the settings for the mount to go move it towards a glass or back and forth. Once you have it positioned where you want, you could go ahead and then just tighten that knob on the side. All right, got it in there. Now we're ready for the cables. What you want to do now is get your power cable. And you want to unwind all the power cable. That way, when you're installing it, the wire, this whole bundle of wires is not pulling the wires down. So that's why you want to make sure these are all open. I got the wire all untangled, and now we're ready to install. But before we do that, I'm going to show you some helpful tips on installing the dash cam. From the front window shield, you see this pillar. This is called an A pillar, and this is what we utilize to put the wires through, or to hold the wires. And on top is the headliner here. All right, and between the window and the headliner, there's about an 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch space that can be used to hide the wires. That way no wires are exposed. And the same thing for this A pillar. When we go down, you could easily tuck the wires in here and go all the way down to the side of the dashboard here, and then go underneath the carpet. What I'll do in this installation is I'm just going to simply pull the weather strip out. Pull it all out, all the way to the bottom, into where it's called a kick plate, which is right here. Okay, that's the kick plate. All right, the reason I'm showing you this is because we need some help in holding the wires during our installation. And this A pillar here, as you notice, I took the weather strip off, is where we put the wire in, and this holds the wire for us. And that way we can install the dash cam power cable from the dash cam, go up to the headliner through the A pillar. And you see, between the A pillar and the frame, there's an opening, and that's where the wire goes, all through there. And then that kick plate again is where we're going to hold the wire as well. The same thing we did here to the A pillar. You see how that's opening? That's where we're going to put the wire in to hold it. We're going to put it in there to hold it as well. That's going to help us hold the wire. Now let me show you how it looks between the headliner and the window. All right, this is the headliner and this is the window. And in there, you could pull it down a little bit and you could tuck the wires in. There's a pretty good amount of space, all right? Because there's really nothing between the headliner and the roof of your car. Now, what you don't want to do is pull it hard. You don't want to pull this hard because then the headliner starts dropping. You just simply want to push it down a little bit, tuck in your wires, and then that's it. That's all you do. Now from the middle of the rear view mirror is when you start tucking in all the wires, and you go all the way down, right? And that's where you put the wire. Then it goes to the A pillar, and that's where you hold the wire down. And by doing this, you're not showing any wires. Everything is hidden in those spots. Alright, I got the power cable here, and I got some slack for the power cable. What I'm going to do now is put it inside the A pillar as we talked about before. Now this again is going to hold the wire for me as I put it towards the dash cam. Now if I need more cable, I simply just pull it here, and you see how it's still holding on all the way to the dash cam. So now what I'm going to do now is start installing the power cable into the dash cam. I have the dash cam, I loosened the mount over here, and now what I did is I pushed the dash cam towards the window shield, as you could hear it hitting the window shield, just so I could show you the power cable. All you simply do is just push in the power cable into the dash cam mount, into the dash cam. That's it. We're all done. And that's the way it looks installed. What I like to do is run the power cable from the dash cam around the rear view mirror to hold it. From this point, you go straight up into the headliner. Now, in case you have some type of cord management like this car does, you could push it in there, or you could put it inside there. All right, so let me do that. All right, it's in the cable management, and then what I'm going to do is simply with my fingers push in the wire into the headliner, and then move the cord management up, and then I could adjust the wires from there. Alright, then just simply push in the wire inside the cable management, which I did. You can see a little bit of the wire because it doesn't go all the way to cable management. Alright, and then from this point to continue, just simply push in the wire inside the headliner. That's all pretty much you're doing. You could pull it down just a little bit to put more in, but then that's fine. That's all you need. All the wire is inside. Alright, once we're done with putting the wire to the headliner, simply just straighten out your dash cam and tighten up the knob again. That's it. This part is done. Let's continue with the wires. Let me show you how everything looks once everything's installed from the dash cam wiring. Nothing is exposed. Alright, let's continue to the A pillar. Alright, from the A pillar, what we're going to do now is we're going to pull some of the wire because we have a little bit too much slack. Alright, just a little bit. And what we're going to do now is just simply with our fingers just push in the wire all the way to the end. Now you see there's some slack. Alright, all we have to do is simply pull it from this side. And you can hear it going. Alright, so when we're here, all we got to do now is just simply push in the wire again. And there's going to be an area where you're going to see a little bit of the wire. Let me try to get you to see it. Alright, from this corner here, all I simply had to do was just push in the wire. And as you see, there's no wire exposed. Even if you did have a little bit of wire exposed, you're not going to see it because when you're at the passenger side, this is what you see. Even if you go closer, you're not going to see any of the exposed wires. But we still have a clean installation with no wires visible. So now we could go ahead and continue running the wire all the way to the kick plate. Now remember, we're going to use that kick plate as a holding point for us. So what you want to do now is get all your slack, put it inside the vehicle so you can run the wire to the side of the car. Alright, so let me get the wire and let's put it on the kick plate. Alright, I got some of the wire. And I move that to the side because the wire is going to come this way. So I'm going to try to hold it in here. And at the end of the kick plate, which I know you can't see, I'm going to push it in there. But when we go underneath later, you'll see what I did. Alright, so this is holding our cable for us. So all we got to do now is simply push in the cable into the A pillar between the A pillar and the frame. And you can see how I'm doing it. Now as you're doing this, it's probably going to come out, but it's fine, don't worry. You just simply push it right back in there. Alright. Alright. Alright, we did it. All the wire is in between the A pillar and the frame, the dashboard and the frame, and it's going in there. So you can see some of the wire right here. Alright, so now we got to do is push in the weather strip back and we'll have a clean installation. What I'm going to do is start from the bottom, start putting in the weather strip back and work my way up to the top. Alright, when we start putting the weather strip back, the weather strip has an opening right here. Okay, you can see that opening. That opening tugs in here. It gets tucked in right here. In that part of the frame. So just push it between the dashboard and the frame and it goes right in there. Alright, and now we're going to continue with the top of the car. Since you saw the way I did it, and just make sure it's in, there you go. Okay, yeah, just make sure you got it in that frame going between the A pillar and the frame, dashboard and the frame. That's how easy that was. Now when you're watching this video, it is longer than the actual time of installing your dash cam. It's actually faster. It's just I'm going step by step for you. That way you got all the steps you need and everything you need to know to install your dash cam. Now we could work to the bottom of the dashboard. Okay, this is the kick plate I was talking about and how I pushed the wire at the end of it. And this again, this kick plate holds the wire. That way when we installed it between the frame and the dashboard, when we put the wire between there, it was holding it. So that's what I meant when I put it all the way back here. Now we got to do, you see the carpet and then this other stuff here, okay? The cushion, I guess. So what we're going to do now is put the wire between the carpet and the cushion. And all you're simply doing is tucking it in. That's pretty much it. That's all you're doing. All right, again, you can't see any wires. There's no wires exposed. From this point here, all we have to do is run the wire to your power socket, which mine is right here. Normally everybody has one right here or under between the radio and the dashboard here, or this right here, this console, okay? But this car doesn't have one. There's none of them right here, which means the wire needs to run longer, in which I put this in the device in there. That way I don't have to run the wire all the way here. So this kind of helps me. Now if you want to know how I put this on or what ideas I have, or simply other ways to cord your dash cam, I'll put a links in the top right for you. The good thing about this vehicle though is that this other kick plate on the other side simply pulls off. Alright, and what this does, it gives me something to hold the wire for me, which I'll use one of these wire harnesses. If I could get there. All right, here we go. All right, just push it around the wire harness. And this holds the wire for me. See this right here? This is my hand. This is holding the wire for me. So now that the wire's there, all I gotta simply do is put this kick plate back. I'm gonna pick up the wire and simply just close this. Alright, so pretty much everything's installed from this part here. Now all I got to simply do is plug it in right here. That's all I got to do. I don't have no cords on top. And this actually does not get in the way with the passenger side. I asked everybody says no, it's fine, it does not bother me. This is where I put all my dash cam power sockets. Now in your vehicle, you should be able to have something right here. Now let's go over the final installation to see how it looks. No cords visible, no cords visible, nothing here. Everything looks nice and clean. No cables are showing all the way to the dash cam. Now let's turn it on and let's test it. Alright, I'm at the dash cam. I'm going to go ahead and start the vehicle. Alright, there it goes. It's powering on. You see the symbol and now it's on. And you can see it recording on the top right. Alright, that means the dash cam is working and it's on. Stay tuned for other videos because we're going to go over also the menu and the icons of this dash cam. And also we also have the review and we also have the unboxing of this item. If this video was helpful for you, please give me that thumbs up. You know I appreciate that from you. If you're interested in this product or other products I have, I'll put Amazon links in the description down below to purchase. If you have any questions or comments about this dash cams or other products, leave them in the comment section down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos, because all your subscriptions actually help the channel to create more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe!